Have you ever turned into a statue? No. I don't mean the statue from the freeze game. I meant when you are nervous, scared, and tongue-tied. I did. Hi, I'm Mehar. I was just 7, standing on stage for a Hindi recitation. I froze. My voice was flat and my face had no feelings. I was basically a stone trying to talk, expressionless. And the worst part was, I knew it while I was speaking. The claps were softer and the smiles weren't the same. Deep down, I knew this wasn't my moment. So when the winners were announced, my name wasn't there and I cried my heart out. At 7, it felt like the end of the world. But here's the funny thing. Just a week before this disaster, I felt like I was on top of the world. It's my first very English poem recital. I practiced everywhere, standing in front of the mirror, talking to my parents, and even making my grandparents sit through it again and again. They probably knew the whole speech by heart too. And then, when I got on stage, my voice was strong, my smile felt big, and the words, they just came out right. And guess what? I won. It felt like winning an Oscar. I thought I'm a superstar now. But then came the Hindi recitation and everything changed. The words felt heavy. My tongue refused to move the way I wanted it to. And in my head, a little voice kept whispering, Hindi is hard. You can't do this. You mess it up. It's not for me. And well, it's not hidden. I did mess up. But why? I'm a Parekh, a proud Hindi-speaking Indian. I love my mother tongue. My first word as a baby was not grandpa, but dadu. So why did I fail in Hindi, but succeed in English? Is it my school? A place I love? The education I'm privileged to receive? Is that what's pulling me closer to English while pushing me away from Hindi? Not long ago, my teacher asked me, Mehar, when you think, do you think in English or Hindi? I said English, obviously. That answer came so quickly, so naturally, that it startled me later. Why does the language of my land feel so distant, while the other languages feel like home? I had no answers, just questions. It felt like the end, an unbelonged feeling. But it wasn't. My mom reminded me of something important. You know, the phoenix. A mythical bird at the end of its life bursts into flames, only to rise from the ashes stronger and brighter than before. She told me I could do the same. So instead of hiding, I joined a theatre group. At first, I was nervous. Obviously, anybody would be. After all, my last experience wasn't the best. everything to remain invisible. But little by little, things began to change. Every play taught me something new. I wasn't just Mehar anymore. I was Captain One-Trap from the sound of music. Even the strict Miss Hannigan and Harry Potter wand waving and shouting his spells. Each character gave me courage. Each role made me braver. And little by little, I stopped being scared of the stage. I fell in love with words, both written and spoken in English and Hindi. Can you believe it? I did a Krishna Katha in Hindi and I played Bal Krishna. As they say, rejection is redirection and resilience creates legends. But the question that still haunts the 7-year-old me, well, I don't have an answer. But at 10, I'm saying this. I'm not afraid of failing anymore because failure is not the opposite of success. It is a fire, and from that fire, the phoenix rises. Find your phoenix and rise. Thank you.